In January of 1998, an American journalist named Brian Bethel posted about an encounter with two children who had solid black eyes. Since then, several reports of people coming across black-eyed children have surfaced. Black-eyed children are supposed to be an urban legend, but what if they weren't? Today, Life's Biggest Questions asks, what if black-eyed children are real? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know in those comments a question you have always wanted to know the answer to. First, a bit of backstory. Brian Bethel was the first person to write a post online about an encounter with two black-eyed children in Abilene, Texas in 1996. He says he came across two children while he was parked in his car in front of a movie theater. Two boys between the ages of 9 and 12 approached him wearing hoodies and knocked on the window of his car. They wanted to ride home so they could get money to see the new Mortal Kombat movie. While this happened, Brian said he was immediately gripped by an incomprehensible, soul-racking fear. He finally rolled up the window, but as he did this, one of the black-eyed kids banged on the window in anger and said, "We can't come in unless you tell us it's okay. Let us in." Brian reversed his car and began to drive away. Another person also claimed to have had an unrelated encounter in Portland, Oregon, another in Louisiana, and another in Ohio. Since these stories were posted, black-eyed children have become one of the most famous examples of creepypasta, and tales of encounters as well as videos have flooded the internet. Ghost hunters often claim that black-eyed children could be one of three things: extraterrestrials, ghosts, or vampires. So what do we know? Black-eyed children are between the ages of 6 and 16. They have jet black eyes without any sclera or pupils. Most supposed encounters with black-eyed children usually happen at night. They have monotonous voices and high-pitched giggles. People see them on doorsteps of homes or on the road, where they've been seen panhandling or hitchhiking. They may knock on your doors or windows and plead for help, ask to use the bathroom, or ask for a ride home. It's said that black-eyed children might have the power to scramble people's minds or cloak their memories. Their eyes are said to have hypnotizing effects. But black-eyed children can't come into your house or your car unless you tell them they can. The internet agrees that if you encounter a black-eyed child on the street, you're supposed to walk away. Firstly, if black-eyed children turned out to be real, several things would happen. Let's say someone finally got concrete evidence that they exist, like a video or several eyewitness accounts. There would be widespread panic as world leaders make announcements warning people about the threat. The media would have a field day. Every day there would be news stories and people would be terrified to leave their homes. There would be widespread fear surrounding children. Animals apparently don't like the presence of black-eyed children, so it's likely that many people would end up getting dogs or cats to help them tell the difference between a black-eyed kid and a real kid that asks for entry or a ride home. Authorities would attempt to figure out what exactly the black-eyed children are. Are they aliens? Are they ghosts? Or vampires? It would make sense if black-eyed children ended up being vampires. Vampires also can't enter private homes unless they are invited by the owner. But maybe black-eyed children are an entirely different type of supernatural being. The authorities would ask the public to participate in traps to lure the black-eyed children so they could be captured, questioned, and studied until the problem was contained. Maybe black-eyed children could have a weakness we don't know about yet, like vampires who hate garlic. Ever wonder what would happen if you let a black-eyed kid in your house? According to a January 2016 account, a Vermont woman let two small children with black eyes into her house during a blizzard. After she did this, her husband's nose began to bleed. Within months, he was diagnosed with skin cancer. The woman's health also began to deteriorate in the following months. Black-eyed children are just an urban legend. The scientific reason why so many people claim to have encountered them could be psychological. You might hear a story about a black-eyed kid, and then your mind is primed for an encounter. Your brain makes a connection and bam, you think you've had an encounter with a black-eyed kid. Do you think black-eyed children are real? Let us know in those comments. For now, I'm Charlotte Dobre and you've been watching Life's Biggest Questions. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our playlist Biggest What Ifs. As always, make sure you click the bell so you never miss a video.